y'all? It's your captain for all things creative coming at you with Married at First Sight Denver, season 17, episode 16, which was very unique. So, if you are new to this channel, welcome. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you are returning, thank you so much for rocking with us. Let's get into this very chaotic episode. So, I'm gonna do it by couple, and then the randoms who are already divorced gonna get lumped together. So first, let's do Michael and Chloe. You see them waking up, having a little cuddle in bed, and agreeing to move forward, even though they both say it'll be a minute until they fully make it to where they want and need to go. Next, you see the two of them check out their shared space, and Chloe automatically gives Michael the closet since Michael, had all them bags at the honeymoon. Is she a minimalist? So you could see that they're trying to work with each other. And when they're sitting down planning what to put all in the apartment, Michael seems to forget that Chloe's a minimalist and you're talking about cluttering the walls with different paintings. And during the whole scene, Chloe just looked tired. And she has that wild runaway body in her eyes. She wants to get away. She tried her best to keep it together, but she's freaking out. In the morning, Michael brings Chloe coffee, and then Chloe keeps saying she's still overwhelmed, but she had a great night's sleep, so she feels better. And then she says Michael's being her rock, and basically she says in the confession that he's a really trusted system. So then first, Michael and Chloe go to Chloe's place and packs things for her, and then Michael goes on, takes the girl's pearl necklace, and literally has her putting it in him, and his interest in her jewels and clothes is a little bit funny to me because it's like he has all this stuff and then she doesn't have that much stuff. She's a minimalist. He's still scheming on her few things that she has. So then they go to Michael's house, and the pets that he has and Chloe have love at first sight. She's holding on to the dog. Cat is very cute, looking like Garfield-ish, just looking at her from afar, but not, acting up. And then Michael makes her wear like two different coats to carry him to the apartment, and she was a good sport about it. He also packs multiple skirts, and Chloe says in the confession that he owns more skirts than she does. And I'm like, okay, you starting to shade him now about his fashion. So then Michael and Chloe get ready to see Pastor Cal, and then he starts scheming on her earrings and asks if he can borrow just one side of these gold hoops that she has for the future. So he'll never wear both. And Chloe is already getting annoyed about it because as soon as Pastor asked him what's going on, he's like, he done schemed on my outfits and my jewelry. And then Michael was giving like this panicked look in his eyes because he knows that he's being read. But Pastor Cal really, asks her to unpack how she feels about Michael being so unique. And she gives a piecey answer, but Pastor Cal keeps pushing her. And she admits that she would have never chosen Michael if they were like out in the bar, but she values him, and clearly the people she picked before weren't working. So it's good that she has somebody as caring as Michael now. And she also says that he's more feminine than she would have gone for, but she still appreciates him. And then I realized that Claire was talking way more while Michael was still making like these nervous faces. But then Michael finally chimes in. He's kind of at the end of the session and says that he thinks they're headed to a good place. But I just see Chloe basically trying to hide her feelings, but not very well because she's giving a very much negative, panicky, runaway reactions. Michael keeps talking her down the ledge, but now he's also trying to take what little things she has in terms of her jewelry, and she looks like she don't want to have it. So next, Becca and Austin. So Becky and Austin start off the episode packing for the couple's retreat. And Austin says he wants to make out more and work on Dr. Priya's homework. And I'm like, Dr. Priya's homework is not to make out more. Y'all already doing that. It's not going anywhere. You need to push it further and give Becca her vitamin D. So then in the car, Austin says she wants the tea. Sorry, Austin says he wants the tea on Chloe, and he can't wait to find out about her. And then when he asks Becca what she's looking forward to, and she basically says banging, and I think it was like bleeped out because he said like the F word. And then Beck and Austin arrive first, and they choose the most secluded seeming room that they both seem excited about. And then while all the couples are talking, Austin does something I don't like. He says he wishes that Brennan and Emily would crash and get road rash when he finds out about the ATV date. And I think he thought it was like a joke because he was jealous, I guess, of them having such a fun date. But I'm sure he looked back on that moment and felt bad because he basically spoke destruction and negatively over their date. And actually, Emily got hurt. That's why you shouldn't play about your wishes and intentions. People talk about the evil eye or bad eye, like when people jealous of you. And I think Brennan might have bad eye Emily a little bit there. Next thing you know, they go all, toast or whatever. We'll talk about that when we do the all out. But then after the couples all hang out, Brennan and Emily get in bed, and then the editors say 1 hour later, you see Austin taking his hat and his comforter down the hall to a different bedroom than Becca. And then apparently she said that when he got up, it was very abrupt. I don't know where she didn't know why. And he said he's going to the next room. She said, well, if I come with you, we can, have sex or can do anything. And she said that he just mumbled drunkenly in the doorway, saying, I don't know. So she lost hope and just let him leave. That man don't want back up. Now, on after party, his excuse was that he knew the house that they were in for the retreat belonged to his favorite Broncos player of all time. So he said he was just fangirling over the house since he had seen stories of it on Instagram through his chef friend, I guess, that had worked there before. He was determined to explore the house, and he said he was also determined to sleep in that other room. But again, that was an excuse because them two came to the house first, so he could have had that room, right? But they picked the room that Becca was staying in, and he didn't want to sleep in with Becca. So Austin is basically saying anything to distract whatever's keeping him procrastinating his marriage. So the next day, Becca said that she felt rejected, but Austin apologized, and then the two went to a date day at a spa where a basically half naked man was beating Austin and Becca with eucalyptus. I saw that Austin real bad. Since our after party, he said that the man who he let beat him with the eucalyptus didn't even work at the spa, but was just a volunteer random stranger, not professional, who he let whip on him with the leaves. I can understand letting the masseuse rub on y'all, but having a half naked strange man with no training come, and creep on you and your wife while, both of y'all half naked and letting him, beat you like that is also giving you nick. And lastly, after, they're just, I guess, unpacking their date and their like notes, whatever, when Becca complimented him about looking good to her, he didn't compliment her back. And he often does that. Like, he doesn't answer her directly, and he doesn't, like, match her a lot of times. He just nods and grins, and she normally just assumes the best when he's just being silent and just not, grinning or whatever. But I hope she's going to start to protect her own heart because reciprocity is not there. He's not messing her engine. He's definitely not cleaning her pipes. And I don't think he ever will. So next we got Brandon and Emily. First, you see them packing, go on the date, and Emily finally says that she's not keeping her hopes up anymore. And then Brennan is on his Cindy Lauper in the car talking about he just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. The boys just want to have fun. And then he asks her to have separate rooms when they get to the place. And Emily's like, "Oh, we already sleep in separate rooms." And just the fact that he like had to just like rub it in even more, it turned her off. So she goes and finds Becca, and they make jokes about needing luck and also needing to get lucky. And then again, at the table, Austin makes that bad joke about their ATV date, saying that he hoped that they crash and get road rash. And when Brennan and Emily go to the ATV date, Brennan was driving in front, Emily was on the back, trying to do her best, but she's been accident prone since the honeymoon. She like broke her wrist, her hand, or whatever, slipping. And this scene, you see her driving behind Brennan and bumping something and basically crashing, and her head looked like it bust open. There's a lot of blood. Her hair turned pinker than what's her name? Becca. And it's just not very nice. But I hope that her time in the hospital and this near brush of meeting Jesus gets her to see that she should not waste her precious life and time with Brandon. She gets a perspective, move on, and just value her time and herself because Brennan is paying her dust, and she really could have been with Jesus at this episode. So then the next scene, the next thing to unpack, I guess, is the randoms who are not even attempting a relationship. Claire starts with episode packed for a treat, and she admits that she's not even a couple, but she's sad about her and Cam not together. Sad about Cam being in the hospital, but again, Cam is ghosting her apparently and has been texting Brennan that Claire's annoying, according to Emily on After Party. And then, Claire gets to the tree, and Ryan also arrives at the retreat, saying he wants to smooth things over and talk to Lauren. I don't think he's serious, and I really don't want to see it. He's so fake. And then Claire arrives, saying that again she feels bad coming, and Lauren comes last and says that Ryan don't put in the effort in his attempt at whatever he's calling for in terms of friendship with her. And so she says she's looking to have fun with the wives and she doesn't want anything from Orion. And I said, I know that's right. And she looked cute with her little like she made ponytail with it. Anyway, and Orion makes some big speech in front of the group about new starts and opening new narratives. And when he said that, I knew that he wanted to prove to the other couples that he's not a gaslighter. He's not this bad person that Lauren, kind of alluded to him being when she had roasted him in front of them at that potluck that they had before. So he came into this wanting to rebrand himself and make himself look like a good guy. And then Lauren calls him out for being fake and wanting to make himself look bad in front of the other couples in her confessional. And then when Lauren and Claire was playing basketball, Claire also finally admits that she feels like Cam wants distance from her. And she says she wished he leans on her more. But I'm like, you paid him dust and treated him bad when, y'all were together. So why would he beat on you, in divorce after you basically kicked him out the house, like he said? He said that she wanted him to move out, and she was given like a kind of second chance for him. He asked her, "Do you really, really want me to move out? Because if I do, then like we done." And then he did, so she can't expect him to be like trying to get anything from her now, especially since he wanted a marriage, not some weird friendship. Then Claire admits that Orion is weird in her opinion as well, since he always talks at or about Lauren to the group, but really talks directly to her in a genuine way. And I totally agree. He's always like in front of the group to go, oh, and Lauren, I want to get to a good place with you. And, it's like he has chances to talk directly to her. He did it once at the wedding, but then Lauren said at after party that he never spoke to her directly again, even though they had all gone out to like a bar and stuff like that. And he's doing it again, where he wants to say the right things in front of everybody, but his actions aren't showing any kind of like support. And I don't want him in her space again because it's been a lot of like him wanting to act like the victim of gaslighting her. So then Lauren says that she don't know what she would gain out of a conversation with Orion. And the answer is nothing. There's nothing to gain, and there's really nothing to see here with couples. I don't have hope for any of the one that's doing the best is Michael Kelly, just all because of Michael. Michael's a good guy, very supportive of Wilson. He deserves that. I don't think he's gonna get Chloe, but he's my favorite of the guys. I think that all the girls who haven't given up should. Lauren and Claire tapped out. Emily definitely needs to tap out. We'll see. After she gets out the hospital, she's like, yeah, my life flashed before my eyes, and I don't need to waste it. A man that don't like me. So hopefully their separation happens soon. And then with Austin and Becca, Austin needs to be honest with Becca and be honest about whatever his sexual issues is, because at this point it's not something that anybody can gloss over. He's going out his way to not consummate his marriage, and he's making every excuse with the cats, grandma, and it was him fangirling to want to be in different beds in this other man's house. And he's letting a strange man come in on their date. I need him to explain himself, but Becca needs it more because it's not my business. I don't know none of that. But Becca is one of my favorite women on the show, and she deserves the loss listening to her. So put how you feel in the comments, and remember you're the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. And let's talk more next week. Bye.